Hello, and welcome to Thing. And by thing, what I really mean is Weekly Update 57. And the first weekly update? No, it isn't. That was a lie. It is, however, the first weekly update of February 2020. I was going to say it's the first weekly update of the year. But that's not true. Is it? Bum for this. No. But it's the 5th of February. February. 2022. I know with the people. Beep boop 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 boop. Couple of things have happened this week, nothing major. Done a few videos. I tried to do at least 3 videos a week, aside from live streams. And I've succeeded in it this week. I don't usually, but I've succeeded in it this week because I did the short film on this channel. Then I did a gaming video on the other channel, obviously on the gaming channel. And then I've done me painting on this channel, so I've actually succeeded. Got into an argument on Twitter because there's a certain thing trending. I'm so stupid. Trending on Twitter. But we'll get into that later. You'll see there's a certain film linked in the description. If you've been on Twitter, you'll know what the relation. And that is actually going to be part of the political commentary where I look at the news. I'm going to look at BBC News website, BBC News YouTube channel, and then we're going to be scrolling Twitter for a bit, looking at the utter insanity, which is going to be very fun, I imagine. Because I replied to a few of them, but I don't have time to go and replying to all of them, so this will be a much quicker way of doing that. And also there are some thoughts and responses that I don't really know how to put into written words, but I can say them, and so that obviously that makes that easier. Some of them I might actually respond to on stream, which would be cool. But we're going to start. Well, I suppose I've just done the weekly update, really, haven't I? So now, what are we doing next week? Not a whole lot. Trying to do some more videos. Not much else, really. Not much else. Aren't I pretty? So that was that was plans for next week. Now the political commentary, just talking about it, wasn't I? So we'll studio mode, display, transition. There we are. Now let's go. So as you can see here, I've got another tab here for Twitter, which we'll get to in a minute. Little Jimmy Carr did naughty things. He didn't. So blah blah blah. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Joe Rogan apologizes for past use of racial slurs. Coward. Do do do. Da da da. 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 Da 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 da. Boop. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba doo doo ba 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 doo. This I'm not actually gonna click. You see this bit here? Number 8. Gonna be talking about that later, aren't we? Because this isn't gonna actually talk about what actually happened. This is just gonna... Let's see what it does say. It says, okay, making light of the murders. It's not what he did, is it? Abhorrent, and they just shouldn't be on television. Well, they weren't on television, were they? They were on Netflix. You put them on your television by accessing Netflix, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this later. That's that. Boosting his YouTube channel. What is that song? Is it some classic thing? Is that why I can't remember the lyrics? Is this classical music? Right. This was also something that happened, also about the Holocaust. Whoopi Goldberg slammed for saying Holocaust was not about race. She's right. I think I talked about that in the last one as well, unless it's only just happened. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it though. But yeah, it wasn't about race. It was about religion. So like, this is something that really annoys me that people do all the time. Is people refer to as Jewish people or Judaism and Islam as races. They're not. They are religions. You idiot. So when people say, oh, I'm offended because I have some Jewishness in my blood, so what? That doesn't mean anything. Even if you were a Jew, it wouldn't mean anything. But the fact that you're not, but you just have the Jewish blood, doesn't make sense. So you shouldn't. That doesn't give you any reason to care. I mean, I have what was he again? I have Dambuster blood. Doesn't mean I bombed dams. Because if you guys don't know, there was a thing in World War II where there were these people called the Dam Busters, and they flew a plane and they bombed dams and stuff. And my great granddad was one of them. So yeah. What has your family ever done? Nothing. Koalas, cute, lovely. I don't even know who this Sue Gray woman is. And I honestly don't care. There's that. And now the fun bit. So basically, for those of you who don't know, in Jimmy Carr's recent Netflix special, he made a joke. There might even be. There's probably a video of it. It'd be much easier. Yeah, I'll just let you guys listen to it.
When people talk about the Holocaust, they talk about the tragedy and horror of 6 million Jewish lives being lost to the Nazi war machine. But they never mention the thousands of gypsies that were killed by the Nazis. No one ever wants to talk about that because no one ever wants to talk about the positives.
Now, as you may have noticed about that joke, it was a jerk. You may have noticed that. So, some of you might not, but I'm sure the majority of people watching, seeing as there's only 2, you probably noticed that was a joke that he told there. But let's see what people's reactions to the joke have been. Most of these people are just tweeting other sort of news articles and stuff. I'm really only interested in their original sort of things. Some of these things don't even make actually any sense. Yeah, this person is referencing Doctor Who, seemingly. I don't know what relevance that has to anything, but okay. Let's see. Right. None of these people are actually really talking about anything, actually, which is strange. Maybe all the original comments have run out, I don't know. This sick racist. Sick racist. Guess I'm a sick racist then as well, for laughing at it. Obviously. What? Eyes wide emoji there. I do quite a lot of material about Jimmy Carmine. Oh, wow, look at us self-advertising. It's wonderful. No one gives a crap, James Harris. The mass murder of the... See, this is something. So, the mass murder of the Roma by the Nazis is no joke. True. But apparently rape is a joke. Because you don't see these people complaining because there are rape jokes in the show. And there are several other offensive jokes in the show. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but it's Jimmy Carr. They will be in there. And I have watched the special. But they don't complain about that, do they? No. Because these people haven't actually watched it. Have they? They've just seen these people talking about it, and then they're trying to be all cool and hip and you know, politically correct. They haven't seen it. If they had, they'd complain about all the offensive jokes in it, but they don't. They just complain about this one. Which just proves to me that they don't actually know anything. Yeah, and again, this person is saying exactly what I'm saying. But the thing is, I think that the reason people are reacting to this one is because you hear rape jokes, you hear child abuse jokes, they happen. Jimmy has told things like that before. But this Gypsy Holocaust joke was actually quite original. I mean, I didn't even... I saw several other people in this thread as well. They didn't even know that gypsies were killed in the Holocaust. I didn't. So not only did this educate me, but I also didn't know about it, and therefore, I think the reason everyone's overreacting is because Jimmy has actually succeeded in making an original joke. People complained about rape jokes and stuff when they were new, but they're not new anymore. But this is a new kind of joke that he's discovered. It's like a new element, and whenever there's a new element discovered, there's a big, you know, there's excitement in the scientific world. And now a new offensive joke has been discovered, and so now there's a lot of activity and excitement in the offensive joke world. And so that's... yeah, I think that's really why. I'm really... okay, that's irrelevant. I'm really looking for the ones which go a bit more in depth so that I can debunk them more in depth. Never hire racist Jimmy Carr again, big fat quiz. I love... Oh my god. I love how she literally has a picture of a snow... I have to talk about... I have to comment this, I'm sorry. She might be too stupid to understand what PFP means. I better put the full. Sorry, I had to. Oh, did someone else comment as well? It's got 2 comments. I love it. See, this person is saying Ricky Gervais is one of their favourite comedians, and in the same sentence saying that Jimmy Carr just isn't funny. Now, I will admit that Ricky Gervais's humour is much more intelligent than Jimmy Carr's, but he's just as offensive. And really, that's what you're laughing at. With Ricky, it's just a nice bonus that he's also very intelligent as well. Do-do. Do-do, boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. 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 Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. A joke which legitimizes hatred against Anne. A joke which legitimizes hatred against a historically and currently oppressed minority is indefensible. Firstly, again, you shouldn't have an. It's not an historically. It's a historically and culturally. Blah, 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 blah. Firstly, it doesn't legitimize hatred against anyone. It was a joke. It was a performance that punched down for no real reason. And of course, people making jokes about rape is obviously punching up, because of course, as we know, all rape victims are in charge of, they're all in the government and they're all in charge of the world. So of course, a rape joke is punching up. See, these people haven't seen it. They just haven't seen it. I'm gonna answer the notification in a different tab just so that I can keep my place in that. Oh yeah, it's not profile picture, it's name. Crap. Thanks for the word. See, that doesn't make sense. Don't even know what to reply to that. Retarded. Not a surprise to anyone. Next. I do feel a bit stupid about that, but that wasn't my point, and she know that. Changing the subject. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Do do do. Do 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 do. Right. Do do ba ba do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Okay, this is all really boring. These people. Okay, new laws. This is scary, but we'll just ignore it for now. To an right. But Rogan had sought to defend himself, saying that many of the clips have been taken out of context. Are the Jimmy Carr defense? Yes, a perfectly acceptable and true in most cases defense. Well done. Yes. I'm gonna take someone whose name is Blackheart, Blackheart, Purple Heart, Purple Heart, Purple Heart, Blue Heart, Blue Heart, Blue Heart, Green Heart, Green Heart, Green Heart, Yellow Heart, Yellow Heart, Yellow Heart, White Heart, White Heart. Seriously, yeah, definitely. This is a very yeah. Jimmy Carr's joke about gypsies and the Holocaust was rather ugly, I think. Talk about ugly. Jesus. Right. Oh, it's right. Why are people bringing Savile into? Honestly, it sends a shiver up my spine. Even just then. Not particularly fond of that man for some reason. It's my day ruined now just seeing his face. Anyway, so that's that. Just how retarded people are. So now we'll talk about films I've watched. Technically I've only watched one film and one episode of a TV show, but I'm gonna talk about it just because I want to, really. So first, I watched the first episode of the latest season of South Park, season 25, episode 1, which broadcast just 3 days ago. I only watched it yesterday though, because that was the only time I was actually able to find a copy of it to watch. It was good. It's a bit of a return to form for the show, of the sort of standalone sort of episode, which I really like. I don't even know if this link still works. They might have blocked it. No, it does. It still works. Good. So yeah, that's that. It's good. I don't really know what else to say. It's not the political crap that it usually is. It's more subtle. There is political meaning behind it. But it's more subtle. It's not just saying this. It's sort of saying it in a funny voice, really, which is what comedy is all about. And then I watched the Jimmy Carr special in question, and it's funny. What a surprise! A comedian is funny. That's that. Albums. Haven't listened to any albums, so that's that. And answering questions. No one is here to ask them. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next thing that I do. By the way, this is actually a Deer Stalker hat that I'm just wearing sideways because it's funny. It looks funny, doesn't it? Goodbye, and I'll see you later in the next week, or at the very latest. I'll see you in exactly a week. Actually, goodbye. Hope you've enjoyed. Have a nice week.